So imagine in the space in front of you are Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and you're surrounded by living beings. And you're developing a sense of useful fear that if your habits of body, speech, and mind that are that are unhelpful continue without examining them or changing them, then they'll continue sort of endlessly, bringing yourself suffering and delaying your ability to help others. But at the same time, recognizing that these figures that you've imagined before you represent the kind of person you want to become. They have the skills that you want to learn. They have the qualities you want to have for yourself, which include limitless compassion that doesn't discriminate between its objects, and a clear and precise understanding of reality, how it is, and the skills and power to be able to help people, to influence people. So because they have these, then they're good. You can put your trust in them or your faith in them or take refuge in them. So we develop that kind of relationship. And so then with that mind, then we recite the prayer. Zongye Churan Zogi Junam Chanju Barya Jani Gyabzachi Dagi Shanzogi Besonamki Jula Penju Sangye Jubashon Zongye Churan Zogi Junam Chanju Barya Jani Gyabzachi Dagi Shanzogi Besonamki Jola Penjur Sangye Jubosho Sangye Chodan Sogi Chonam Chanju Bardu Dani Gazochi Dagi Janso Gibe Sonampi Jola Penjur Sangye Jubosho. So that in English, I go for refuge until I am enlightened to the Buddha Dharma Supreme Assembly by my virtue of generosity and the other perfections, by the virtue created by generosity and other perfections, may I become Buddha to benefit living beings. Then we develop a sense of regret in the negative actions of body, speech, and mind that we've engaged in since as far back as we can remember. So this is a sense of understanding the cause and effect nature of actions and habits. And we see that these negative actions and habits, they ripen in suffering for ourselves and others. And so it's for that reason we wish to change them. So it's not because we're some fundamentally flawed person, or we haven't satisfied some sort of command from a higher power or something like that. we just develop a sense of regret because, oh, I wish I hadn't done that, because I know where that can lead. And that doesn't work for me, and it doesn't work for others. So we develop that sense of regret. So we can think of the 10 non-virtuous actions, which are just a standard collection of things that we can do that are problematic for ourselves and others. And we can think of all the other things that we've done. I just developed that sense of regret. I wish I hadn't done that. And so with that, on the basis of that mind of regret, then we do uh, the remedial action, so the remedy. So then we visualize above the crown of your head, seated upon a lotus and moon seat, are Vajrasattva father and mother. Their bodies are white. Each has one face and two arms. He holds a dorje and bell. She, a curved knife and skull cup. They are embracing each other. The father is adorned with 6 mudras and the mother with 5. He sits in the Vajra posture and she in the lotus. Vajrasattva is your root guru, the holy mind of all the Buddhas, the Dharmakaya, who out of unbearable compassion embraces you and all other sentient beings and appears in this form to purify yourself and all others. On a moon disk of Vajrasattva's heart stands a hum, encircled by a garland of the 100-syllable mantra. A powerful stream of white nectar flows from the hum and mantra garland, and you are cleansed of all sickness, spirit harm, negative karma, and obscurations. And so then we recite the mantra with the visualization. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Zarazina Meviyasa Zarakamatame Sijanshiyam Kuruhum Ha Bhagavan Savatagata Vajamami Matsavajabam Asmaya Savam Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva DENOPHA Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Zarazina Meviyasa Zarakamatame Sijanshiyam Kuruhum Ha Bhagavan Savatagata Vajamami Matsavajabam Asmaya Savam Om Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Sarasina Mepiyasa Zarakamatsutsame Sijanshiyam Kuruhum Ha Bhagavan Sarasatagata Vajramami Masavajabhamas Mayasatahum Te Om Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Sarasina Mepiyasa Zarakamatsutsame Sijanshiyam Kuruhum Ha Bhagavan Sarasatagata Vajramami Masavajabhamas Mayasatahum Te Om Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Sarasina Mepiyasa Zarakamatsutsame Sijanshiyam Kuruhum Ha Bhagavan Sarasatagata Vajramami Masavajabhamas Mayasatahum Te Om Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Sarasina Mepiyasa Zarakamatsutsame Siddhishiyam Guruhum Ha Bhagavan Sarvadharagata Shamami Mutsavashabhavama Samayasavavam Deyam Vajasavasamaya Manupalaya Vajasavadinopatita Jinameva Sudhakayameva Subhakayameva Anurakshameva Sarasinyamepiyatsa Sarvakamasitsame Siddhishiyam Guruhum Ha Bhagavan Sarvadharagata Shamami Mutsavashabhavama Samayasavavam Deyam Vajasavasamaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Sarasinimevi Sarakamatsutsame Siddhishiyam Guruhum Ha Bhagavan Sarvadharagata Vajramami Mutsavajabhavam Asmaya Sattva Om Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Sarasinimevi Sarakamatsutsame Siddhishiyam Guruhum Bhagavan Sarvadharagata Vajramami Mutsavajabhavam Asmaya Sattva Om Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Sarasinimevi Sarakamatsutsame Siddhishiyam Guruhum Bhagavan Sarvadharagata Vajramami Mutsavajabhavam Asmaya Sattva Om Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Sarasinimevi Sarakamatsutsame Siddhishiyam Guruhum Bhagavan Sarvadharagata Vajramami Mutsavajabhavam Asmaya Sattva Om Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Sarasinimevi Sarakamatsutsame Siddhishiyam Guruhum Bhagavan Sarvadharagata Vajramami Mutsavajabhavam Asmaya Sattva Om Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Sarasinimevi Sarakamatsutsame Siddhishiyam Guruhum Bhagavan Sarvadharagata Vajramami Mutsavajabhavam Asmaya Sattva Om Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Sarasinimevi Sarakamatsutsame Siddhishiyam Guruhum Bhagavan Sarvadharagata Vajramami Mutsavajabhavam Asmaya Sattva Om Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Sarasinimevi Sarakamatsutsame Siddhishiyam Guruhum Bhagavan Sarvadharagata Vajramami Mutsavajabhavam Asmaya Sattva Om Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudokayameva Subhakayameva ANURAKTO Sarasinimevi Sarakamatsutsame Siddhishiyam Guruhum Bhagavan Sarvadharagata Vajramami Mutsavajabhavam Asmaya Sattva Om Vajrasattva Manupalaya Vajrasattva Jinameva Sudagaya Mabava, Subagaya Mabava, Anuractum Mabava, Sarasini Mepios, Sarakamas is amazing, and Shem Puruhum, Ho, Bhagavan. Savajatagata Vajamami, Musavajapava, Masmaya Savam, Deum, Vajasavasmaya, Manavayam. Vajasavadino Patita, Junamabava, Sudagaya Mabava, Subagaya Mabava, Anuractum Mabava, Sarasini Mepios, Sarakamas is amazing, and Shem Puruhum, Ho, Bhagavan. Savajatagata Vajamami, Musavajapava, Masmaya Savam, Deum, Vajasavasmaya, Manavayam. Which is everything about the Juno Meboa, Suzuka Meboa, Suzuka Meboa, Interacto Meboa, as there is in maybe as a sort of coming to me, Shin Guru Hum, and so is that the good vision, Mammy was a vegetable, has myself, which is of some Manabalia, which is everything about the Juno Meboa, Suzuka Meboa, Suzuka Meboa, Interacto Meboa, as there is in maybe as a sort of coming to me, Shin Guru Hum, so is that the good vision, Mammy was a vegetable, has myself, which is of some Manabalia. Which is everything about the June Meboa, Sutuka Meboa, Suga Meboa, and Arctic Meboa, Sarzini Mebias are coming to the maze, in Jim Kuruhum, Ho, Bhagavan. So is that the Shamami was a vegetable, as the Oh, Vajrasattva, Vajrasattva, Vajrasattva. From the crown of your head, Guru Vajrasattva says, son and daughter of the race, your negativities, obscurations, and broken and damaged pledges have been completely purified. And then think, before Guru Vajrasattva, I vow never again to commit those negative actions from which I can easily abstain. Not to commit for a day, an hour, or at least a few seconds, those negative actions from which I find it difficult to abstain. And then you imagine Guru Vajrasattva, father and mother, accept your promise of refraining, and they can kind of completely accept what you're able to do. And you imagine they dissolve into light and they send to the crown of your head, to the white Om, at your kind of third eye. You imagine it fills your body with white light, purifying all negative karma obscurations created by the body or with the body. And it descends to the throat. There's a red awe, which fills the body with red light, purifies all negative karma obscurations created with speech. Then descends to the center of the chest, the heart region, where there's a blue hum, which fills the body with blue light, purifying all negative karma obscurations created with mind. Then imagining white, red, blue, Om Ahum, filling your body with white, red, and blue light, simultaneously purifying all negative karmic and obscurations created by the light of speech and mind. And imagining that light, Guru Vajrasattva mother dissolves into your heart. And you become inseparable from Guru Vajrasattva. And then you imagine arising, yourself and all beings arising in a purified form, clear as crystal. And you rest in a knowing, or kind of imagining, visualizing, knowing that there's no suffering anywhere in the universe, because all beings have been purified in this way by you. Um, and then you take some time to rejoice in all the positive potential that allows this experience to happen. So the people that organize and manage, the people that do Norbeling, the people that preserve these texts and pass them down over centuries and revealed these practices through mystical experience, presumably, and just everyone who's involved over a long time. All that's contributed, and you've carved out time in your schedule, and you've engaged in the practice. So all the energy is available for for, well, we could celebrate it. And then the energies we can use for our own development. So I'm going to read out of the book today. So imagining all that energy that that we've created, and then we can dedicate in emptiness. There is no I, creator of negative karma. There is no action of creating negative karma. There is no negative karma created. Which is to say, according to these instructions, place your mind in emptiness. Look at all phenomena as empty. They do not exist from their own side. They're empty, which is to say they do not exist from their own side. And then we dedicate. Due to all these merits of the three times collected by me, Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, and all other sentient beings, which appear to be real from there, but which are empty, may the I, which appears to be real but is empty, achieve Guru Vajrasattva's enlightenment, which appears to be real but is empty, and lead all sentient beings who appear to be real but are totally empty to that enlightenment, which appears to be real but is empty, but myself alone, which appears to be real but is also totally empty, non-existent from there. May the precious bodhicitta, the source of all happiness and success for myself and all other sentient beings, be generated within my own mind and in the minds of all sentient beings without even a second's delay, and may that which has been generated be increased. May I and all other sentient beings of Lama Tsongkhapa as our direct guru in all our lifetimes never be separated for even a second from the pure path that is highly praised by the conquered Buddhas, and actualize the complete path, the three principal paths and the two stages of highest yoga tantra, the root of which is Guru devotion within our minds as quickly as possible. Just as the brave and Jushi and Samanta Vajra realize things as they are, I dedicate all these virtues in the best way that I may follow after them. Whatever dedication the three-time victorious ones gone to bliss have admired as best, in the same way may I also perfectly dedicate all these roots of virtue so that I may perform good works. Okay. So according to this calendar, my last day doing this is going to be February 23rd. So it's coming up. And then my plan is to take a break, March, April, I think a 2-month break. And then we're thinking about me doing a course in May, like a Discovering Buddhism course in May. And so you'd all be welcome to that. So it'll be different because I'll be more, there'll be more teaching style, maybe some discussion, some lecture. So that's in the works. We'll see. I'm not sure yet, but we're working on it. Yeah. And but I'm good. My plan is to be here next week and the week after that. So then what's happening after that, I'm not sure. I just wanted to like give you a heads up. So okay, so it's nice to see you all. Nice to see you all, and have a lovely evening.